Alright. It's another new episode with me, the average gamer guy. We are doing some Minecraft stuff, obviously. So, what we're going to do is I need to build a little tool that I should have built a long time ago, but it's kind of annoying. It's going to require some empty vials. Now that I've got some empty vials, I need to fill those empty vials so that they're not empty anymore. I'm going to fill them with water. For now, I just need the 2. And then I need, I think, glowstone and nether wart and something else. Because I need condensed splash serum, gunpowder, glowstone, and nether wart. Glowstone. So 2, but then I'm also going to need 6, 8, and then I need some nether wart. Oh, Lord. 2 plus, there we go, 2, and let's fly on over here. And we take our vial of ordinary water, and our 2 gunpowder, and our 2 nether wart, and we take 2 of our glowstone to get 2 condensed splash serums. And then we get some glowing water. And we put the glowing water there, and we put the magma creams there, and a blaze rod in the middle. And 4 gold pieces to get the Sojourner's Staff. Consumes torches and can place them a long distance, but it costs extra. Notice that I just stick it in my inventory and it starts sucking up torches. Because I'm sick of having multiple stacks of torches. I think it holds like 8 stacks or something ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's just sucking them up as I put them in. That's really weird. Kind of want it to like consume them. Consume. Like it's not quite full. There, I think it's full now. So this little guy is pretty cool. What you do is if I want to put a torch here, I just right click, bam, torch. If I want to put a torch, say, up there, bam, torch. It just, the further away you put it, the more charge it takes, and the charge is torches. So if you want to put a torch 30 blocks away, you can. It just takes you like 12 torches to do that or something. And of course I still have some aluminum torches just for when I want to light up an interesting area or an area I'm working in or something like that. But so there's that. I did get, at the end of last episode, we were working on some stills. And I sort of went ahead and got some stills. So we had 4, now we've got like 20. So there's a big row there, and there's the start of another row over here. And currently we're more than keeping pace with the amount of biomass that's being produced. But you'll also notice that we're starting to build up a store here. So soon I will probably just go ahead and make another fermenter that's fermenting those guys. Yeah. And then one thing I do need to check is how close are we over here. So this thing is starting to get emptied out. That is good. Good. So, what are we going to do this episode? Well, I can tell you what I really need to do because I've been messing around over there. 1, I need to make that look pretty because it looks like trash right now. Because I threw a bunch of cobblestone together. But that's probably not going to be done necessarily on camera. I don't know. I don't know if people like to see that or not. Not that I really make anything particularly beautiful. But I try. I do need to check on my bees. All of these should be charged up now, right? Yeah. Also, I can try out my cool new staff by clicking over there. Bam, bam. No, I can't. Over there. Haha. Not that I couldn't have placed that anyway, but... Alright, so some of the serums I got. I did get the cave dwelling. I got a humidity, which is a super important one. And it does have 16 charges, and I was purifying it. So let's stick that back in there. We're running out of the DNA. How are we running out of DNA? Got 16. Man, this... Really need to get the alveary thing going here. Let's see, let's grab some pollen. Stick this over here. What are we up to anyway? I've got 10, so I've got 16, so I need 11 more. That's not going to quite get me there. Man, 11 more. Well, that's going to take a while. Alright, let me get situated and figure out what it... let me out. What it is that I'm going to be doing this episode. I've got a couple things in mind. Not sure exactly what I want to do first. So let me think about that, and then I shall be back. So as I'm building the next layer of my large structure over here, I've noticed an interesting thing. I'm putting brick in 9 at a time, and when I get it back, I seem to be getting more brick. I mean, I started with 9 bricks. I have 22. So I'm going to continue to do this, and we'll see what happens the next time. But I think I may have found an interesting little bug. Alright, so we ended up still having 22. It was doing it before, and then I just had the last couple segments, and so it stopped. It didn't happen, but it's really weird. There's something going on there. I might have to do some more testing and figure it out. Okay, so what are you looking at is what you might be wondering. So we've added another level on. I'm also trying to decide between a window accent. I'm leaning towards this one just because the sides fill in a little bit better with the interior windows. That's just a little, like from far away, that's just kind of... Like the other one just sort of fits in and accents it, and the other one's a little garish. Not that having the giant blue reflective Zycraft block on top of it isn't garish, but whatever. Then we have a nice big walkway and a big sandstone tower thing next. So then we're going to have some accents on that. But I'm going to have to get some more, I believe I used marble down here, to chop up the blocks. There, and we have this ring of lights in the middle. So to stop monsters, basically. And then there's one every so often on the outside, also to stop monsters. So that monsters can't spawn. That would be part of my goal. So I'm going to be back. I need to get some stuff for some accents, and then I'll be back. Alright, one thing I did want to make really quick is the prototype Omni wrench. That's 2 diamonds and a gold and a cyan wool. And this thing's pretty nice because somebody made it in a mod, and it just sort of replaces all the other wrenches that you sort of end up having. It takes care of all of those. So I should have made it a long time ago, but I didn't. But it's pretty handy. So there's that. So still going to gather some more materials, and I'll be back. Okay, so we've made some interesting progress here. So I've got this whole deal. So I'm thinking what I was going to do was some sort of ziggurat kind of thing, and keep stacking this up. But instead, I sort of when I was making my little tree videos, which hopefully you've seen. If you haven't, check them out. They're tree farm videos. They're pretty cool. I was experimenting during the couple hours where the trials were running with some different things, and I came up with this little design to put on there, and I kind of like how it looks. From far away, it sort of looks like it's like a little curved, recessed alcove kind of thing. So I started to go with more of a ruined jungle temple kind of deal. So we've got some walkways that are collapsed and some vines. And we'll put some gardens up here and some water features, and I'm thinking some sort of large feature coming down to here, flowing into this, as if the temple is providing all of the water for this area. At least that's kind of my idea. And so we'll get into that some more. But during that time, to break things up, I also have redone these trees because a lot of them had mutated, and I got some cherry trees, which are these pink ones, and a bull pine, which is this yellowy one. And now we're combining those with some of the other trees that we've gotten, the silver birches and the oaks and all of that, because as you combine them and the bees pollinate trees that are close to each other, you have a chance to get others, and hopefully I can boost this cherry up to, I think, chestnut, or and then from chestnut to walnut, and then you can squeeze the walnuts to get more seed oil than just seeds. And the DNA guy is giving us DNA. And I also went ahead and fixed this MFR deal over here. Except these all have lost their focus. I wonder if it's because it's raining. When the mirrors are angled like that, that means they are transmitting to the boiler. When they're straight up, that means they can't find a boiler to transmit to. And these guys generate a decent amount of steam. You know, we've got 2 million millibuckets. So they're not messing around. I think there's a valve on the bottom there. And I think I'm going to transmit that over to here, because what I've found is once I got this all sorted out so that things could actually flow, yeah, we completely destroyed the wheat processing capabilities. Like, this farm cannot keep up. Not even close. So what I think I'm going to do is... And then this got linked in to some... It ate all the apples, and then instead of being apples there, of course, it's just other stuff, and it ate those, and now it's locked. But I'm going to have to reorganize this whole little thing up here, and I think I'm going to get some compressors, because if we look at saplings, you can... What was that? Oh, yeah, you can just ferment saplings to get biomass. But I can also compress 4 saplings to get the compressed plants, which, of course, work really well up here. So I think what I'm going to do is... And I'm going to, off-camera, get all this stuff to make it work, and then we'll come back and build it. But I'm going to convert this steam with power converters into EU, which I'm going to... I'm probably going to liquiduct the steam over here, and then have a power converter with an energy bridge and another power converter to change it back into EU to power my compressors that will then have item tesseracts to pull in the saplings from my storage system over there, until my storage system over there is probably out of saplings, and then I'll work it so that it comes from here. But, you know, we're not getting enough biofuel because we don't have enough resources. So the whole point is, let's get some resources. And you can see, like, we've filled that up. You know, and I mean, everything is going over there. But we're not making very good use of it. So that's sort of what we have to do. Right now we've done a good job of gathering a lot of materials, but not a very good job of utilizing those materials. So I'm going to clean that up a little bit, so let me go get some equipment, and then I'll be back. Alright, so far this is what we've got. We've got our steam coming in, and then we've got our energy bridge set up. So of course this is a... Remember that this works based off the energy bridge. So this is a steam consumer because it's consuming the steam for the energy bridge. And then I went with a medium voltage producer because it's producing power from the energy bridge to an MFE. And then I went ahead and used a low voltage transformer just so that in the future, if I need to expand on this, I can do that. You know, I can add other... Ooh, let's not fall. I can quickly and easily rework that and have power and distribution packets to power more than 4 singularity compressors if I need it. And I've got 4 singularity compressors. Ooh, we are not producing enough power. I wonder if I've actually just used up all that steam and it just... This isn't going to produce... No, there's a surplus of steam and it's just not flowing... Come on, get down there. That is solidly full, but this is only half full. Because I know you lose energy, but this is liquid. Do you also lose some liquid, maybe? I'll have to look into that, but... So it's like you can see it cycling. I wonder if I need, like, maybe a small tank up here to act as an intermediary between the two. Because you can see, like, this is cycling, and so if we look here... Oh, it's probably not even... Oh, that's this. You can see it, like... Like, it'll probably, if I turn these off... No, no! So if I turn those off... Well, there's probably... Is there an internal buffer, maybe? No, it's not producing anything. It's like it can't produce... steam in, medium voltage out. Unless the MFE doesn't take medium, but I'm 90% sure it does. Alright, well, let me rework this system and see what the deal is. I'll be back. Alright, so the hill cherry sapling that I was able to get from the tree breeding over there, the cherries produce more seed oil than just seeds. So I've constructed a silver upgraded MFR farm here. That doesn't need to be there anymore. And I set it all up, so, well, let me put that there just until I'm done. So what we've got is coming off of our power, it runs over here to our harvester that just has a silver upgrade in it, so it increases the radius by 6. So what that basically does is it's easier to see on the planter, which is down here, which again has the silver upgrade, and it's easier to see because it increases the radius by 6. So actually I've made this enclosure too small. Because normally it is a 3x3, so it's a 1 radius around. But this increases it by 6. So instead of that 1, it's an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 on top of the stone, which is fine because that is actually dirt on top of the stone. So it will put trees all the way out to this edge. However, I think I might be short vertically now that I'm thinking about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I have one more. I can go that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, okay. Ooh, I might be too much that way. So there's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, and then I harvest because I want to harvest what's planted there. But I think I can go further that way. Anyway, what I ended up finding out, is that it won't plant hill cherries. Apparently MFR and forestry don't get along. It doesn't like it because it doesn't know what it is, so apparently it just doesn't plant it. So that sucks for me because that was my plan. So instead we'll just go with regular old oak saplings and we'll just have a little farm here for that. And what you can see what it did was during its scanning process, this is the point at which it was. So the next time it ticks down, it should go ahead and fill in this. You can see it went to right there, and then it stopped. And I'll bet if we go down here and look, it's going to be out of saplings. And it is. So if it had more saplings, it would have continued to plant that. However, when I shoved those in there, it was right here in its scanning cycle, so it just started planting. And the way we've got this set up is the harvester harvests all this stuff. And it's going to, again, this is leading out there, and it will fill that up. Is this actually on? I don't know. Anyway, so it'll fill that up, and then when it harvests things, they'll come down here where we want... Uh-oh. We don't want that to be there, but we do need a sapling. So let me go grab a sapling from over here. Right there. No. Also not really what I wanted. Alright. So what we're going to do is down blue, we want saplings to go down blue. So that will send saplings down to here. If they can go in the planter, they will. If they can't, then they will be diverted. And actually every other one will be diverted anyway. An iron pipe so that it can't go backwards in the loop. It'll come down here to another iron pipe because everything that's not a sapling will end up going down yellow because it's the only other choice. And they will enter this iron pipe. And then everything in the iron pipe must go up here. And what we should end up with is one of these for wood, one of these for saplings, and one of these... Did it eat my apple? What the heck? Oh, there we go. Dang it! There. So apples will go there, saplings will go there, and wood will go there. And everything else... Okay, let's turn the sludge boiler off. Now we know that it was on. So this stuff, I don't know why it didn't just go into the things it was supposed to go into. I'm not certain why it didn't like that. I'll have to keep an eye on that. But, alright, I'll be back in a second. Alright, so we're restructuring this little deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a barrel here. And I'm going to get... we want the golden transport pipe to deliver the apples, and a wooden transport pipe to pump them out. And then we want an iron AND gate there. And we want red pipe wire in those two places. This is going to be set to... Space in inventory means emit a signal. And then let me grab... Put that there. The autarkic gate. And say if you're getting a signal, then pulse. And then... We're going to go ahead and throw the apple. The barrel should be enough to hold them. I hope. And then what we're going to do is have a wooden pipe, I guess, from the top of the barrel to an item tesseract. Come on. There. And this is going to be set to frequency... What did I make these? These are in the 70s. So this is going to be 70, and it's going to be apples. Save. Set. This is going to be receive apples. And then we're going to flip that around. Okay, so that's going to receive apples. So now I have to figure out, do I want to pump apples from here and over there to my main base? What is going on? Why are all these over here? What? Why did those not get picked up and why is this all in here and not in here? You know, I ran into this before. That the pipes don't like putting things into deep storage units. I might have to use, I guess maybe barrels? I don't really want to use barrels. I might have to figure that out. Alright, well, let me try and figure that out. Alright, so I think I solved it. The problem is, with the barrels and the Buildcraft pipes, it's obvious once I figured it out. Oh, stupid sludge boiler. The Buildcraft pipes evenly distribute stuff, so it would shoot all this wood through here, and one would go in the wood barrel, and then the next wood would just go past it and pop out of the end of the pipe or end up in this chest. So with the diamond pipe, it's telling it, no, all the wood should go this direction. I can't believe it took me this long to figure that out. But, I mean, it's just one of those moments where when you finally figure out what it is that's going on, you're like, oh, well, of course, it's doing exactly what it's set up to do. You're the one who's just not smart enough to have figured that out. So kind of frustrating, but also kind of gratifying, because you're finally like, oh, of course, I got it. And that's part of the fun of Feed the Beast. So I'm just going to make sure real quick that these saplings end up going where saplings are supposed to go, and don't pop out of the end of the pipe or something strange. And there we go. Yes, they're counting up. Okay, so that problem is solved. And we're doing that. What's the problem? When you start one project and then that project leads to other projects, then when you complete those projects that needed to get done first and try and go back to the original one, you're trying to remember, why was I doing that? And that was because of this. So this is wheat, and that's a problem because I don't think wheat is what I want this to be. So, yeah, I guess what I will do is have, like, those. Let me see if. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we need an iron AND gate here, and we want to say if there is space in the inventory, emit a redstone signal. Because what we want to do... How is there still space here? These are actually running. These are getting power, which means this must be powering up. So that is definitely... That steam is not coming through fast enough to account for my power needs. I have now drained that entire tank of steam. So that is definitely not going to be a sufficient power source. So what I'm going to have to do is go ahead and knock this stuff off and get my little ender bag here. And let's see. Crap. Alright, that can go, and that can go. These can all go. These can go. That. I guess let's send this, and this, and this. And then with the deep storage units, that's right, when you break them and pick them up, all of their stuff stays inside of them. That is a whole bunch of wood. What am I doing with wood? Wood is just being made into charcoal, so... Alright, let me plan out a little bit more and see how we're doing on time, and then I'll be back. Alright, so yeah, we're out of time. So I think what I'm going to do is next episode I'm going to square this away, power-wise, and get EU over here. Some EU generation over in this area, so that I can run these machines. just because I have a whole processing assembly over here. So I feel like I should just keep that processing assembly over here. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll concentrate on getting power, and if I can get the power over here, then we will work on what we want to do with that power. But yeah, I definitely need to segment myself a little bit and keep a little bit more direction. I felt like the last couple episodes have been a little scatterbrained of I need to do this, and then in the middle of that, oh, let me do this other thing, and then in the middle of that, let me go do this other thing, and in the middle of that, we gotta go do this other thing. So let me have a little bit more direction here, and we'll really concentrate on that power. So I will be back shortly. I won't be back shortly. That's the end of the episode. That was the whole point of telling you what I was going to do next episode. So this is the Average Gamer Guy. Have a nice day.